Good evening. Unbelievable. Thank you very much. It's just a tremendous honor to be coming to you from Tampa Piano School. And I've had a tremendous number of people asking me, can I sing with a cold, with a sore throat? And is it possible to sing well if you have a cold or a sore throat? Okay? Now, the simple answer to that question is yes. You can sing even if you have a cold. Okay? Now, is it advisable? Should you sing if you have a cold, if you have congestion, a sore throat? There are some situations, some extreme cases, if you are losing your voice, you are unable to speak. If you have laryngitis, if you have strep throat, something along these lines, you may need a period in which you rest the voice and allow the vocal cords to recover in those situations. Okay? However, there are some circumstances when it is necessary. You have a really important rehearsal coming up, or practice, or a concert, a performance, and you've got to have it. Okay? What do you do in those situations? Okay? There's a couple things that I highly recommend that you do if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to sing with a sore throat. The first thing that you should always have on hand is a Ricola cough drop. Okay? And I keep these behind the piano in my pocket. I always have these Ricola cough drops. You can buy them at Publix, and they're very helpful in those situations. Okay? Very soothing for the throat. Okay? Now, the second thing, which is even more helpful than the cough drops, is hot tea. Now, most of you are probably familiar with drinking hot tea, a little bit of honey, okay, as a remedy for colds. Okay? Now, this particular tea that we have here is called Organic Throat Coat. Also can be purchased at Publix. Okay? And I have to give credit to Miss Thomas. This was her suggestion, a brilliant third grade teacher at Seminole. I had a sore throat for a couple of weeks recently, okay? And no, staying home was not an option. Miss Thomas said, Mr. Holmes, why don't you go to Publix and get this throat coat, and you will be able to sing. And I did. So now I swear by the Organic Throat Coat, okay? And this allowed me to continue teaching and continue singing with my cold, okay? And in fact, I have some here right now. So I'm going to do a brief vocal exercise here, and we'll see what happens, okay? I strongly recommend that you have both of these items on hand. And if you don't have a cold right now, these things come on pretty quickly and pretty suddenly. And they go around the school and spread pretty quickly. So I strongly recommend, in particular, the Organic Throat Coat tea. Okay? And again, I thank Miss Thomas for the suggestion. And had I not gotten the cold, I would never probably have discovered this great product, which really helped me get through a couple weeks of teaching, okay? So all these stumbling blocks do is make my mind work at a higher level so I can understand to a greater degree how to help you all be successful, okay? So get the cough drops, get the hot tea, and just remember, cough drops and tea are not a substitute for good vocal technique. Ultimately, the best way to overcome your cold and your sore throat is the proper breathing and the breath support. But have these items on hand just to give you that extra edge that you need to be at your peak performance level. So enjoy practicing, and as always, every day is an opportunity to get better.